For USCFootball.com, I'm Keely Eure here with redshirt center Nico Falah. So the bye week, how did it feel?
I felt great, much relaxing, much needed, and I feel ready to go.
With the team and how injured and tired you guys were, how valuable was that bye week?
Like I said, it's much needed. A lot of guys rehab, a lot of guys are back practicing now, and it's a good time to relax off football, take some time away from it, and get back in the groove.
Yeah, so how did it feel coming out here?
Felt great. I mean, we're kind of a little rusty right now, but we're starting to get back together, starting to get our chemistry back together, and these practices have been good to us.
Is that concerning at all that you're a little rusty and getting that chemistry back together?
No, not really. I mean, every team coming out for bye week expects that, but the good thing about it is we're fresh now and we have a lot more energy.
Did you watch any of the games on Saturday? Did you watch the Notre Dame-Stanford game?
I watched a little of the fourth quarter. I mean, it was a good game. Stanford's starting to turn up, but they always do towards the end of the season every year, and they're going to be a big challenge for us.
Yeah, so on film, how do they look? How do you compare what they look like week 2 versus now?
Right now, they're running a little bit more of a different defense, as in week 2 they did, so it's a lot more challenge for the offensive line because they're low in the box, more linebackers and more people in the box, so it's a big challenge for the offensive line.
Yeah, how do you prepare for that? Especially a guy like Harrison Phillips you might have to go up against.
Yeah, I went against him week 2, like you said. He's probably the best guy I went against all season, but our guys in the scout team are giving us a really great look, and Coach Kai's preparing us really good.
Does that help you when you've gone against the guy, you kind of know his tendencies the second round?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we played against each other, like you say, week 2. We know his tendencies, but every week's a new week. I mean, every guy brings a different thing to the table, and I got to start blank and start building up again.
What's the chemistry like on the O-line? I know you guys have had like a lot of rotation due to injuries. How have you guys established that chemistry still throughout the year?
Yeah, we're starting to find a click now. We're starting to get a core, consistent 5 guys in the offensive line. It's really good. I mean, a lot of guys are reading off each other now, so we don't really have to communicate as much, but we still do. And we're finally starting to gel, finally starting to get together.
How would you evaluate your guys' performance against UCLA? Were you expecting more running yards from the running backs?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody's saying UCLA is one of the worst run defenses in the country, and we didn't perform up to our standards. I think we only had about 150 yards rushing, but it's always a lesson for us to start getting better. What our mistakes were in that game, and we're just getting better from that.
I saw on Twitter you went back into the Coliseum and took it in. What's that like for you as a redshirt senior, having your final moments as a Trojan?
I mean, it was tough, a bittersweet moment, but all good things must come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to the Coliseum one last time as a Trojan, and hopefully better things are ahead in my future.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of endings, we're going to go back to the beginning. Your first official start for USC was at the Pac-12 Championship Game 2 years ago. What's it like for you to come full circle, and now one of your last games is that game again?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's, like you said, full circle, and it's an exciting time for me. That was one of the more exciting moments of my life. My redshirt sophomore year, getting my first start, my family coming up there seeing me play, and it's kind of full circle, like you said, and trying to finish it right.
How much do you think you've grown from that first start to now?
A lot. I mean, matured a lot more. My leadership's gotten a lot better, and become a lot better player.
You mentioned your family. They come to almost every practice that they can. How important are they to you?
I love my family. I mean, they're always happy about me, always support me no matter what I do, whether it's football, whatever I do. I mean, I always love seeing them every day I can, and they're showing a lot of support to me.
Not a lot of guys have been to a Pac-12 championship game like that. How do you get them focused and ready for that type of game?
There's only a few seniors that have been in that moment, and we just got to tell the guys to focus, and now we're about the outside distractions, all the hype around the game, and just focus on actually playing the game.
Mm-hmm. What's it like being behind Darnold this year? Have you seen a difference in him progress at all?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see I really don't pay attention to his throwing and stuff, but when the ball goes over my head, it's a big play. I mean, that's what he always does.
Mm-hmm. As far as leadership goes on the offense, do you feel like there's a lack of vocal leaders at all?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, there's 3 defensive captains and 1 offensive captain, which is Sam. But I mean, it's a lot of guys who are under the radar leaders. I mean, I'm not a captain, but I lead by example. I lead by vocal, and I just do what I can to help the team.
Mm-hmm. What's your final keys to a win against Stanford?
When the line of scrimmage, that's every game it is. I mean, offensive line versus defensive line.
Mm-hmm. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
With Nico Falah, I'm Keely Eure. For more, check out USCFootball.com.